We are about to be on page 128. Shabbat Shalom, everybody that's here virtually or in person. Happy Thanksgiving to those that celebrated. We are going to start tonight on 128, Hine Matov at the top. Just a couple of sentences to kind of warm up. And then I have another short warm up, and then we'll get right into the candle lighting. Hine Matov hu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov hu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov, Hine Matov. La 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 la. Hine Matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. We'll continue 132 at the bottom for Or Zaruach for those that were here for Rabbi Nori. This is going to be one that he did, except will sound worse without a guitar, but it's the same one, so it should sound at least familiar. So pretend I have a better voice and I have a guitar. Or Zaruach latzadik, Ure lifshrei lev simcha. Or Zaruach latzadik, Ure lifshrei lev simcha. Simchu tzadikim ba'adonai, v'chodu lezecher kodsho. Simchu tzadikim ba'adonai, v'chodu lezecher kodsho. Okay, I feel warm, literally and figuratively, to move into our 121 Shabbat greeting candle lighting. Thank you, Deborah Lee, for voluntolding yourself. 121 for the candle lighting, those that are virtually following along or in person.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, may we in our lives give light to all who behold us, as their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light. So may we in our own day be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech olam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallow us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
We'll continue on 138 for Lecha Dodi. Those that are not regulars, we often do paragraphs 1, 5, and 9, I believe. And on the 9th paragraph, if you could stand up, face the door, so we can greet the Shabbat bride as we start our own Shabbat. Lecha dodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor v'dibor echad. Hishme'anu elchem yuchad Adonai shemo echad. L'shem ultifti teret v'tila li la 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 lechadodi likrat kala Panei Shabbat nekabela lechadodi likrat kala Panei Shabbat nekabela Hi toreri Kiva ure kumyuri uri sher daberi Kivod Adonai likra likla la 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 lechadodi likrat kala Panei Shabbat nekabela lechadodi likrat kala Panei Shabbat nekabela. Verse 9, please stand if you can. Boi v'shalom aterebala Gam besimcha uvetzolala toch emunei am segula boi chala la 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 dodi likrat kala Panei Shabbat nekabela Lechadodi likrat kala Panei Shabbat nekabela. Thank you. You may be seated. We're going to continue. I just want to add on 142, Shalom Aleichem. We don't usually do this, but I like it, and I'm trying to fill in some time because my Devar is obviously shorter than normal, so this will be a good time filler for 142. Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem, Malechei Chasharei, Malechei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malechei Chamlachim, Chakadosh Baruch Hu. Boechem l'shalom, Malechei shalom, Malechei Elyon. Mihi melech, Malechei Chamlachim, Chakadosh Baruch Hu. Barechuni l'shalom, Malechei shalom, Malechei Elyon. Mi melech, Malechei Chamlachim, Chakadosh Baruch Hu. Zerchem l'shalom, Malechei shalom, Malechei Elyon. Mi melech, Malechei Chamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Continuing on 144 for the excuse me, Chatzi Kaddish. Stand up, please. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah. Biamla divrach hirotei v'yamlich malchutei. Bechayechon uv'yoyomechon. Uchaye dechol beit Yisrael, bagala, uvizman kariv veimeru, amen. Yehi shmei Rabba mivorach, le'ol yomei olomaya, yidbarach, Yidbarach, Yishtabach, V'yipa'ar, V'yitnoram, V'yinaseh, V'yid hadar, v'yid halev, v'yid halal, shemei de kudesha barichu. Le'ol mil kor b'charta v'shirata, tush b'chata v'nechemata, damiran bioma, v'yimeru. Amen. Please stay standing for 146 for the Baruch. I'm going to just do a shortened, abbreviated, just no beginning extra sounds. We're just going to start with the Baruch. Same melody, but you're just starting at the Baruch part. Baruch et Adonai Hamivorach. Baruch Adonai Hamivorach, Hamivorach le'olam va'ed. Hamivorach, Hamivorach le'olam va'ed. Okay, continuing on page 52, for the Shema, followed by the V'ahavta on 154 after. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 154, you may be seated for the V'ahavta. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadevarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha Vishinantam levanecha vidibarta bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha uvelachtecha havaderech uveshochbecha uvechumecha ukshartam liot al yadecha v'hayu latotafot b'neinecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tizkiru ve'arsitem et kol mitzvotai v'chayutem kedoshim lelochechem Ani Adonai Elochechem asher harutziktem mieretz Mitzrayim Lehod et Elohim, Ani Adonai Elochechem, Adonai Elochechem, Emet. And just looking on 155 in English, let's read together on the top of 155 with Love Your God. Love your God with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach them to your children. Talk about them at work, whether you are tired or you are rested. Let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them in the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them in the doorway of your house or outside of your gate. All your God, I lead you out of Egypt to become your God. I am Adonai your God. Take a minute, and then we're going to continue with the tefillah on 164. Stand, please, when you get to 164. Take a moment to catch your breath here, but you can stand when ready. All 3 or 4 of you. All 35. We can. We got time. Would you like to do it? Flip back. 158, Mi Chamocha. You can sit down for this one. What melody do you like for this one? How does that one start again? Yeah, we can do that one. Okay, 158, Mi Chamocha. Mi Chamocha Ba'elim Adonai. Mi Chamocha Hevdar Bat Kodesh. No mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nidar b'kodesh. No ra tehilot o sefele. No ra tehilot o sefele. Adonai lo yolam va'ed. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nidar kodesh. No chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nidar b'kodesh. No ra tehilot o sefele. No ra tehilot o sefele. Adonai lo yolam va'ed. It's funny, the more I was singing, I was thinking about him with a guitar, and I could pick it up more in my head with the invisible guitar that's been playing in my head. It's funny how it kind of picks up that way. Okay. Now, for real, you guys may stand up for 164 after that extra little bit. Yeah, I know. It's funny. Okay. For the tefillah 164. Na 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 Adonai. Na 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 Saftai Tifta. Na 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 Ufi Yagid. Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Na 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 Adonai. Na 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 Saftai Tifta. Na 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 Ufi Yagid. Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Na 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 Adonai. Na 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 Saftai Tifta. Na 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 Ufi Yagid. Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. We're going to continue on page 166. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'imloteinu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzhak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Elohei V'Gibor Hagibor v'Hanorach El Elyon Gomil chasadim tovim v'chanecha kol v'zocher chazdei avot v'yimhot. Avonei golav v'nei v'nechem le'an shemal b'yahava. Melech ozer u'moshia u'magin. Baruch atah Adonai Magil Avraham V'rat Sarah. 168. Atah gibor liolam Adonai mechayedcha kol atah Rav Moshiach. Moshiv haruach morid hagashem mechayel chayim v'chesed mechayecha kol berachamim rabim somech nochlim v'rofek tolim umatir asurim mumechaye emunato Lishene afar micha mocha v'gevurot umicha melach melech memid umechayeh umashmiach Yeshua v'ne'eman atah li'odod hakol Baruch atah Adonai Mechayel Raham HaKol. 170. Atah Kadosh V'Shimcha Kadosh Kedemoshim B'chol Yom Chalula Sela Baruch Atah Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh. Please continue in your own silent prayers. We'll continue together at the bottom of 180 with Oseh Shalom when you are done with your silent prayers and meditations. Oseh Shalom Bimroma Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'al Kol Yoshvei Betel V'himeru Amen. Oseh Shalom Bimroma Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'al Kol Yoshvei Tevel V'himeru Amen. Okay, we're going to skip all the way up to 371, and I will walk around this giant packed congregation for the Misha Berach. I have one name that was sent in, and then I will there's any others that are sent in, any other names. I have Loretta Harrison, Louise St. Germain.
Heather and Jim Murray, Debbie and Moses Dreer, Debbie and Daryl Bernard, Joanne and Mark Schoen, Cynthia Wright, Scott and Alyssa Dipple, Bruce Adler, Sonia Friedis, Shelley Pergo, Deborah Dingle, J.J. Roque, Mike Sabino, Barbara Freed, Wendy Fine, Chris Wright, Jane Remillard, Teresa Furlong, Jean and Julie Blankenship, Kenny Woodruff, Lauren Wright, Loretta Harrelson, Ken Spivey, and Christy Kabakoff.
Heather Mary, Barry Nicholsburg, Dane Dean, and Jonathan Paradis.
Obviously. All right, there we go. Lindy Ehrenschaft, Marcy Schulman, Joe Wagner, Sherry Silver, Barbara Frank, Louis Sorkin, Uvona Thomas, Sumani Ehrenschaft, Wendy Fine, Tanya Hurst, Roy Gaha, Sandy Tahin, Deanna Berger, Ann Moore, Holly Helbine, Shelley Perkle, Annie Perdome, Patty Behrman, Cindy Fleming, Heather Murray, Barbara Friedman, J.J. Roth, Wendy Fine, Barry Nicholsburg, anyone without heat or water or shelter due to weather, conflict, or adversity.
We will sing together the Misha Berach in the middle of 171, both little paragraphs. Misha Berach Avotenu Mechor Chabrecha Laimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishe Berach Imotenu Mechor Chavrecha Liavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shleima, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Shabbat Shalom all. So for the Devar, we're kind of talking about, this is the part where Esau and Jacob kind of have problems as usual. The question that is kind of asked is why Esau didn't take out his brother. It was kind of a normal thing. He had the means, he had motive. Why didn't he kill Jacob? So there's two versions. One you probably heard more commonly. The other one, I think for the sake of this Devar, is the one I'm going to go with. But the common one we have is Jacob's mom, long story short, said, Esau's mad, you need to leave. Jacob went in hiding for about 20 years, and then somewhere between year 1 and 20, Esau said, okay, I'm not angry anymore. I don't want to kill my brother. It's fine. But the other one I kind of like because it's talking about Esau kind of finding himself and taking some more responsibility and ownership on why he blames himself more than his brother. So, long story short, Cliff Note details is Jacob's mom, Rebecca, wasn't thrilled with him. She said, he can't marry a Canaanite woman. The local women here are not good. He's got to find someone else. There's nothing for him here. He's got to find something else. Look elsewhere. And then she told Isaac, you got to talk to him. He can't marry one of these people. I'm going to lose it. So he said to Jacob, look, I give you your blessing. Please find someone else. You don't want to continue our family tree with this pool of women that you have to choose from. You got to find somewhere else. And hopefully, he would listen. Esau possibly could have been listening to this from the outside, and he was kind of listening to say, oh man, this is going to be the time where Jacob's going to get yelled at. He's going to get reprimanded. This is going to be great. He finally deserves it, because when I got with a Canaanite, it was bad for me. I was judged negatively. I can't wait for Jacob to hear this. And when he saw Jacob kind of get this patience and not as harsh treatment as he did, he felt a sense of jealousy, or kind of like, this isn't really fair. This is what I was kind of looking forward to. But then he possibly looked inward and said, wait a second, being mad at Jacob isn't making me feel any better. It's not changing what's going to happen to him. What can I do to look inward and see the mistakes that I made, and then maybe move forward and try to better myself instead of always blaming someone else? So he kind of did the whole highlight reel of his life and said, what did I do that may have rubbed people the wrong way? He allegedly sold his birthright for a bowl of soup. So he said, I don't really want the responsibility of being a firstborn again. I'm fine. He either didn't care or he didn't think about the ramifications. So he said, that might have maybe rubbed my father the wrong way. Maybe I should have not done that. Maybe he would have think more highly of me if I didn't sell my birthright for a bowl of soup. Or after that, he said, what can I do to make this better? He thought I would maybe want to find the approval of my father. So he already had 2 wives, but he went to marry a third, who was his cousin. But his mind was in the right place. He was trying to do something to get his father's approval. I understand if you take this on face value, having 2 wives and then marrying your cousin today would most likely not get your father's approval. The situation was different, and there's a lot of reading in between the lines. But what we can take from that, and what I personally can take from that, is always worrying about other people and blaming other people for your misfortune isn't going to change anything. It's not going to make you feel better. It never ends well, and it's not a proactive solution. Like for me, when I was a kid, if I didn't make a baseball team or something I was really trying for, I love my parents to death, but often I would hear, oh, it's because they don't like you, or it's because you're this, you're that. What they could have said is, if you work a little bit harder and practice a little bit more and you get way better than them, then it's not going to be a judgment call and you would have made the team anyway. Or, you know, they might not like you, they might like you. That doesn't really change the fact that you have to do your job and do your responsibility. And if I had that mindset of Esau minus marrying my cousin, I think that looking inward would have served me better. And I think as an adult, whenever I find success in things, looking inward instead of blaming other people, I've always felt more rewarded. And also, wasting time feeling bitterness towards someone else is taking time away from you feeling good about yourself or from someone else. So if you can find a way to make a proactive choice to say, what can I do to look inward instead of looking outward and putting blame on other people, you'll find that you'll achieve a lot more of your goals. You'll feel that you won't have as much stress, and you only have a handful of years to make the best of it. I know back then they lived hundreds and hundreds of years, but even then, time was a premium. So don't waste time putting blame on other people. Look inward at yourself and say, what can I do to make my situation better, instead of blaming other people who maybe did the hard work, did everything that they deserve, but you're just kind of bitter towards them because they got something that you didn't. So if you have an opportunity to gain something you want to apply for or something you want to achieve that you didn't get and someone else gets it, take a deep breath and think, okay, maybe they deserved it, maybe they didn't. What can I do to make myself in a better spot so next time there is a judgment call, I'm an easy choice and I don't have to be chosen over because it was a close call. I can do everything I possibly need to get what I deserve. And if you don't get what you deserve or you think you deserve, you can at least say, I did absolutely everything I can. This person must deserve it more than me, and then you kind of move on. Let's take that, especially as we're getting into Hanukkah holiday season, where you are seeing a lot of people celebrating with a lot of people. You can think about all of the things you're thankful for. I saw somewhere or heard somewhere, most likely saw somewhere online, your life that you have right now is somebody's dream of what they wish they were living. So be thankful for what you have and always look inward to make yourself the best and be a good influence on the people around you. And I think that'll serve you well in the future. Shabbat Shalom. And we are going to continue rolling on page 586 for the Aleinu. I'm going to go all the way up there as well. After I flip all the way back here. It's a race. .586, and then we're going to continue on 588. It's going to be the bottom paragraph of 586, and then after we read that, we're going to flip, and it's going to be 588, and then I think after that 591. Yep. Okay. Leinu l'shabeach la'adon ha'kol la'teit gedula liotzer bereshit shehu hosanu kegoyei haratzon v'lo samanu kimishpot harama shechlo sam chelkalnu kachem v'gora leinu kechol harona Vanachnu koreim umishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malachei chamlachim hakadosh baruch hu udot hashamayim v'yosei aretz u'moshev u'maro v'shamayim mima'al u'shechina duso B'gavchei meromi, Hu Eloheinu einod, Emet malkeinu evezulato, Kakatu b'torato, V'yadata hayom v'hashivot el levavecha, Ki Adonai hu Elohim, Bashamayim mima'al v'yal haaretz mitnitat einod ne'emar v'haya Adonai Melech al kol haaretz v'yom hahu Yehiye Adonai echad Ushemo echad. continue on 598 for the mourner's Kaddish. I don't have the list. Yeah. Is there anyone in here that's observing Yortzeit for the first 7 days? Let me see if it's over here, but I don't think it is. No. 14, 31. If not, we can just say the prayer. If you have it. Yep. Another few days. If you have it, if not, we can just read the blessing. Okay. No, you're scrolling. I got it. November yard sites. Okay. Joseph Zadell, Charles Epstein, Isel Cronenfield, Raymond S. Beach Jr., Lena Pesarillo, Zelda Abbas, Helen Sadler, Deanna Weller, Mark Diskin, Rita Darnowski, Lonnie Bloodworth, Kobe Carmichael, Calvin Weiss, Harry Fuchs, Shirley Fuchs, Albert Stuckler, David Perkel, Judith Heffley, Michael Abrams, Gert Doctorman, Abraham Glickman, Estefiel, Philip Berlin, Paula Barash, Arthur Levitt, Mac Freed, Doug Fletcher, Mac Freed, Simpson Andrews, and Toby Scher. And we'll continue together, standing virtually or in person, in solidarity for our community. Yitgadal Yidikada Shemei Rabba Biyama Divra Kirote Viyamlich Malchute Bechayechon Uvachayechon Uvachaye Bechol Beit Yisrael Bagala Uvizman Kari Vimru Amen Yehe Shmei Rabba Mivarach Alam Milol Mayoya Yit Barach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitnoram V'yitnaseh V'yitadar V'yitalev V'yitalal Shmei Dekudashah Barichu Le'elom Min Kol Berchata V'shirata Tush Bechata V'nechemata Damion Bialma V'imru Amen Shmama Mashmaya V'chim Aleinu V'yol Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen Hu Yisei Shalom B'imra Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu V'yol Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. A few. No Sunday school this week, as we're in Gwinnett County calendar still technically counts as vacation. Also, no board meeting this week. That is pushed back to next Sunday as well because it falls under Thanksgiving break. So that's going to be December 8th. Look in your emails. There's going to be the Hanukkah party this month. It was very successful and very fun last year. I believe we're going to have an adult Hanukkah party, and we're going to have a kids one, or everybody. And last year we had a bounce house, I believe, that brings all the kids in. It's always very fun. Come, bring guests. There were a lot of members. There were a lot of considering members. There were just whole families that came. It was really, really fun. So come to both of those and keep your eyes peeled on your email for more announcements as well as we get a little bit closer. Reservations for the dinner party for the adult, I think, what's the 28th? Let's see. 28th, it is 28th. Yep. Yes, fundraiser, $30 for dinner. I think we might do some type of gift exchange as well. White Elephant. It's on the email. It's going to be fun. All the money goes to us. It's just going to be a fun, meet new people. We always have a really good turnout for these type of events. Food's going to be for Vitelli, so it's actually worth it. You'll get real good food. You'll get plenty of stuff. Please come. Please consider coming. And it'll be a fun way to kick off Hanukkah. 28th Saturday. Anybody else have anything to share? The mic is open. Okay, Shabbat Shalom. And next Friday, I believe, is a Rabbi Mike week. Thank you for joining virtually and in person. Shabbat Shalom.